Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Looks like someone out there's got a question about grammar. They want to know more about the semicolon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's unpack that. We're going beyond the basics today. This is for the folks who, they've got the commas down, they know their periods,
Right, they're ready for the next level.
they're ready for that semicolon.
Hmm?
So what is it really? I mean, we know it's not just a comma with a period on top, right?
Right. It's more than that. It's like a bridge, you know? You've got these two sentences, complete sentences, they could stand alone.
Independent clauses.
Yes, exactly. Thanks. But they're like related, you know what I mean?
They're buddies.
Yeah, buddies. And instead of using a conjunction like and or, but use a semicolon to connect them, gives them a little breathing room, a pause.
Elegant pause.
Elegant, yeah. More sophisticated than just a comma.
Okay, so we've all seen that classic example, right? The rain poured down, the streets flooded. But it does more than just link those two facts, doesn't it?
Exactly. It shows a relationship, cause and effect. The rain caused the flooding. That little semicolon is doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Subtle but powerful.
Exactly. But that's the thing. You can't just sprinkle semicolons wherever you want. There are rules.
Yeah, that's what trips me up. So semicolons join independent clauses, like we said.
Hmm.
But what about lists? Like, what if you have a list with items that already have commas in them?
Ah, great question. That's another time when the semicolon shines. Like I visited three amazing cities: Paris, France, Rome, Italy, and Madrid, Spain. See? The semicolon breaks up those longer list items.
Makes it so much easier to read. Otherwise, it'd be just commas everywhere.
Exactly, a comma overload. But the semicolon adds clarity. You know exactly which city is in which country.
Okay, so that makes sense. But couldn't you technically use commas in that list example? Would it be, like, grammatically wrong?
Hmm. Well, not technically wrong, I guess. But using commas there could be confusing, especially if the list was even longer or more complicated. The semicolon just makes it super clear, easy on the eyes.
I see your point. It's like adding those extra visual cues for the reader.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about readability.
Okay, we can't forget those tricky conjunctive adverbs. However, therefore, moreover, they seem to always hang out with semicolons, don't they?
They do. Think of it this way. They often connect independent clauses, just like we were talking about before. And the semicolon creates that perfect little pause before you hit the adverb.
Right, so instead of saying, I was exhausted, therefore I went to bed early, kind of clunky, you can say, I was exhausted, therefore I went to bed early.
Much better, right? It adds a touch of formality.
Makes it sound smarter.
Pretty much.
Okay, so I gotta ask. Sometimes I see a semicolon and think, couldn't I just use an M dash here?
Hmm.
How do you decide which one is the better choice?
That's a good question. It's a matter of style, really. M dashes can create a stronger break, a more dramatic pause.
More pun?
Right. While the semicolon is more, like, balanced, subtle, suggests a closer connection between those two ideas.
So it's about picking the right tool for the job.
Exactly. Each punctuation mark has its own personality.
I like that. Punctuation with personality. This whole conversation has really changed my view of the semicolon. It's not just about following rules. It's about making choices.
Totally. It's about controlling the flow of your writing, the rhythm, like you're the conductor. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm feeling inspired now. So for anyone listening who's been afraid of the semicolon, I hope this deep dive has given you the courage to try it out.
Don't be intimidated. Experiment. See how it can transform your writing.
It's a small mark with big potential. Here's a little challenge. Go back to something you're working on. Swap out a comma or a period for a semicolon. See what happens.
Play around with it. You might be surprised at the impact it has.
You might just unlock a whole new level of writing.
Exactly. That's the beauty of language, right?
All right, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but keep those questions coming.
Just keep diving.
See you next time.